Hey, what's up guys? In this video we are going to see how to create the virtual network using PowerShell. So in previous video we created the availability set, and if we go back to the Azure portal, you can see that the AV set is created here under this PowerShell RG resource group, and in this video we are going to create the VNet. So this is the command that you can use to create the Azure virtual network, and in the same command you can use this one more command, new-az virtual network subnet configuration, to configure your subnets. So basically you will give the name of the subnet and address prefix, and then it will add that particular subnet while creating the virtual network. So this example is given over here, so we will use the same example. So let me copy this, and this is the command. This all are the parameters, and you can just see what are the different parameters are available, and you can try some example with that. And in parameter section you will get details of every parameters, each and every parameters, and their particular types and default value, so you can go ahead and check that. So let me copy this particular example, and I will go to the VS Code. Here I'm going to create the new file. I will call this as vnet.ps1, and in this file let me copy paste these commands. So let's see what we are going to do over here. So on this line number 2, I'm going to create the new resource group. Okay, so this is for creating the new resource group, but we don't want that. We have already created the resource group, so I don't want this command. So in this command, it's creating one variable, front-end subnets, and that variable is just using this AZ virtual network subnet configuration. And this command is actually to configure that subnet, but it will not create the subnet. It will just use this configuration, and it will store that configuration detail in this particular variable. And the same goes for the backend subnet variable. And when you run this particular command, new-az virtual network, you have to provide that these two variables as a subnet in this -subnet parameter. So you can see that they have provided this variable over here, and then comma, and then second variable. So it will create this two particular subnet. So the same way you can create multiple subnets. You want to create more than two subnet, you can create that. Even if you want to create a single subnet, you can create that using this line number 3, this commandlet, new-az virtual network subnet configuration. The only thing that you need to change is the name of the subnet and the address prefix. So for this demo, I'm just keeping this same address prefix, and let it have the same name. And in virtual network, it's using the my virtual network. Okay, I will keep this as it is. And resource group is using test resource group, location, address prefix, and front end and back. Okay, so this is the address prefix for the VNet, and then you will use the different one inside this subnet. Okay, so in location, I'm going to use East US because my resource group is in East US location, so I want to keep everything in the same location. And for the resource group name, I will use the resource group name, which is PowerShell RG. Okay, and I will use that in double quote to make sure that it will take that as a string, and this will create the virtual network. And I think this is the file. Let me save this file, and I will run this vnet.ps1 again. So it is related with this commandlet warning. So they are going to change some command information for this particular commandlet, so that's why it's giving us a warning, but it's not preventing us for creating the VNets. And you can see that our virtual network is created successfully. Let me go back to the portal and let me refresh this page, and here you go, my virtual network is created. And if I go to the address space, this is the address space 10.0.0.16. This is the address space which I have given over here for virtual network, and these two address prefixes are for the front end and back end subnet. So if I go to the subnet, you will see there are two subnets are created, front end and back end, and these are the address prefixes of those subnets. So this is how you can create the subnet and the virtual network using PowerShell.